Hello there and welcome to another segment in the Mysterious of Tape Preservation. Recently I have got a lot of these things. It's everything. I have even received some original games, but yeah, they are, in my opinion, less significant than these. Okay, so what's so special about tapes? Well, the thing about tapes is that when things started on the Commodore 64, in this episode we're going to talk about Commodore 64 specific. Many hackers or crackers or just you and me, normal guys, were sitting home. We wrote some, tiny programs. We saved them to tapes, and the tapes sometimes didn't reach out of your home, and when games started to pop in, you and your friends worked your asses off to get some money to buy one game, and you wanted to know how the game was made, and you started to look into it, and you started to realize, hey, I wanna make this smaller. That is when the TurboTape came into call. Anyhow, the thing about preservation also is to preserve for the future, because data on these tapes won't last forever. Trust me, they won't. And I'm speaking from experience. I think I have preserved like over 300 tapes. Well, in a short time. All in all, I have preserved loads more. So this goes without anything. This is magnetic data stored on this, and it goes with floppy disks and everything. So how to preserve these lovely things? Well, before we're coming there, I need to talk about something here. How the data encoding is structured. We're gonna take the basics here, okay? Because there are some things that you need to know, so you will be able to, for instance, align the tape, the head. And the data is structured in the data comes in pulses. That is actually what you hear when you're listening on the tape. And sometimes, you don't know what's on the tape, and we are also going to judge how to determine that as well. But anyhow, the signals, the data encoding has a structure, like I said, and it's constructed in long, medium, and short pulses. They come in here. I have tried to illustrate this for you. Alright. So when you're pressing the play button, what's going on is that you will hear like a lead sound coming in. It's the long pulse here, and it will last for 10 seconds. And why is it doing that? Yeah, well, it has a kind of two functions. First, it allows the tape motor to reach the correct speed, and secondly, the sequence of short pulses written on the lead is used to synchronize the reading routine timing to the timing on the tape, so it knows what to read and how to read. What to do with the data that it's getting from. And the structure is briefly header, which is written 2 times, and a data that is also written 2 times. And it has a pilot, sync, header, data, and the trailer. If you want to know more specifically about the whole tape format, you can go into my site, that is sidpreservation.658.1.org. yeah, I'll link below as always. But anyhow, so when you're pressing play on tape, like I said it many times, but thing is that you need to know what you're doing when you're gonna align the tape, align the head. If we're looking here, gonna try and see it. You see this head here? That needs to be aligned perfectly in sync with the data that is coming in. And well, you can actually just start, to find the hole and go, tweak it like crazy and wish for better luck. But it won't work. The only thing you will do is probably to damage your azimuth and your head. And then you're screwed. Yeah. So, we are going to... Here is where the lead is coming in. It goes here. Let me illustrate. You want to have a signal that is this. This is a signal that is coming in here. You want to have it as straight as possible. And this one is on the short way. What you don't wish to have is something coming de-aligned when everything, when it's coming in like this, or it's just, we will clear this up. When they are full of random dots going crazy, then you are out of there. You need to align so you get perfectly straight lines here. Okay. So how to do that? Well, there are some options. If you have a good ear, you can actually listen to get the tones. I call them tones, but they are pulses, to get them in line. But it's not everyone who can do that. So we have some programs that we're going to take a look at. So let's dive into that. There we go, we are back. So I'm going to use a program called Headalign. Headalign is very convenient. I like the design. If we're pressing play on tape, we will eventually see something. Yeah. We can clearly see that we have a signal. And in this case, the signal is looking pretty fine. We're gonna stop here. And if we are looking at see the align we made there, the pulses, I mean, for long, medium, and short, we can see now. You can probably also see, wow, my TV is really sucking the paper. You can really see that I was right when I said that the signal needs to go on these three. So we can see that we are indeed in good shape here. As a matter of fact, this is looking really good. And we can just go on here and let it load. This is probably the turbo program, the Turbo 250. Yeah, see what I mean? There we got another kind of signal. Let's pause the tape. We're going to take a look. These lines are different, but still you have the lead and you have the short pulses there. Yeah, the lead for the turbo, I mean. So you have the long pulses. But if we are, if we would assume this tape would not have been aligned correctly, rewind it, and you can see this is good. This is really good. But this is where things are getting out of hand. This is not a good signal at all. No. This signal is bad. You can see everything is... Remember those two tiny lines? these tiny lines are not that tiny any longer. They are just like ribbon. So it means that we carefully need to see, screw, align carefully till we're getting that clear signal again. That's a perfect aligned tape. Or not tape, yeah, the tape is, the head is perfectly aligned. This is even good. So that's how it is working to align the tape. We can just check for good measure. Yep, things are looking good. But the question is, how good is it? Is this really trustful? Can you trust me on this one? Can you trust the guy who's been preserving, well, roughly over 300 tapes and made them to pure digital data? Let's see. Let's rewind the tape. Let's reset the Commodore 64. Load. Press play on tape. Found Albert. I assume that someone renamed the famous Turbo 250 to something else. But let's see. Yep, there we go. And let's just do it. That was weird. Why did it do that? Let's find out. Oh! I just found something out. You cannot use the turbo with that fast loader. But now it's working. It's working. And we found something called speech. What I basically meant was that you cannot run the turbo with the action replay. All right, so it's been loading and everything looks fine. Can we just, oh no, we can't turn it, but can we run it? Yep, so it's working. That's fine, but this, as you probably has expected or understood, this takes time. It takes lots of time. So there is a solution to all this. That solution we are going to take a look at now. We are going in here and we're going to run this. Ta-ta! Spectacular copy. It is a very, very, very convenient and powerful toolbox. And this is the version 1.2 that's been improved by Sailor of Triad. What's new in this one is, if we're looking here, it's the fast save IO for the 1541. And trust me, if you watch my comparison video, you know what I'm talking about. But this is how it works. I'm gonna rewind the tape so we can be fair and square. You can choose by pressing F1 the destination device, and it can be anything from standard 08 to 4 for like if you're having an IDE or whatever you have connected. Auto transfer is that it just keeps going. Ignore blocks free. that is, if the floppy is getting full, it will tell you to insert another floppy. Fixed tape file name. It's if you have like weird file names that won't work on the floppy, it will autocorrect them. Before we are starting here, since this one is copy things to device 8, we need to go into, in my case, in the 1541 Ultimate, we need to I'm gonna go to transfer. I'm just gonna make a test folder here, a create directory called JKJ. That's very nice. I'm going in here and we are going to create a floppy here. We'll call it JJ, and we are going to mount the disk. Boom, and we're in like that, and then we are going to press return to start. This is a typical CBM kernel loader, or signal actually. So this is the Albert thing, the turbo we saw in the beginning. Now it's gonna take a bit of a while. I can also say that there are some other alternative turbos. Yep, see there? Which are called the ABC Turbo, for instance. The ABC Turbo 2.0, I think it has some kind of, like this one is having lines here. That will make life a little bit easier, I guess. No, but it's more like, you can see what kind of data you have on the tape. Whoops, you can see everything is working fine. And it's using the fast save. And now it just continues until the floppy is full. So this is very good. This is a good, convenient method that I said. This you just keep on going. You can, well, when the tape is aligned, that is, you can just keep on going until the floppy is full. But there are some cases when the tape and the cassette has, some kind of artifacts on it. It can be well, someone has been recording many times on the tape, or the tape is a little bit, wobblish and stuff like that. So you have to realign your head, the tape head, the cassette tape. So then you just repeat the process that I was showing you guys before. But in most of the cases it goes smooth. But when you get an error, you just rewind, repeat, align, repeats. So like I said, I have done this many times. So if you have any questions, see, that's what I'm talking about. Now we got a loud arrow. What a funny thing. But anyhow, I'm not gonna go to that process and rewind it again. But like I said, if you have any comments, you can leave the comments or questions. You just leave them down below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can and stuff like that. And if something was unclear here, or you want to have more specific hardware things explained to you, just let me know, okay? But anyhow, thanks for watching, and see you in another one. Bye!